Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Chris.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ray.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm Ben, Inspired Reaver, and we are
Come
Deen with me. Alhamdulillah.
So this is our first live on Come Deen with me. Alhamdulillah. Today we're just going to go through some of the things that we're going to be doing in 2025, where we've been, what we're doing, how we're doing it, inshallah. Welcome to our channel. Our channel is growing massively. And today, we have just reached 10,000 followers on TikTok.
Allahu Akbar.
Wa alaikum salam to everyone. Wa alaikum salam to brother Nabeel.
Nabeel, my brother. My
So
brother
Ray,
from another mother.
Ray does a lot of the editing at Come Deen with me. He sees all the action. There's a lot of action that goes on, Ray.
There's definitely a lot of action.
Can you tell us? Can you give us? We don't know some of the stuff that Ray knows. Can you tell us what's happening in 2025, Ray?
We've got a whole heap going on. Us three brothers have come back together, alhamdulillah, and we're about to just bring you guys on a journey with us for 2025, inshallah. We've got so much going on for you guys. Podcasts, skits on all of our platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, inshallah. And we want you guys to enjoy the content that we're going to be putting out. And we're all going to be working really, really hard to bring you amazing content, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Ben, the Inspired Reaver, the Nasheed artist, 2023. Inspired Reaver, 2024. Inspired Reaver, Nasheed artist. MashaAllah.
MashaAllah.
Last year,
MashaAllah.
my brother put out 6 Nasheeds in a year.
Alhamdulillah.
Made 6 videos in 1 year.
Massive accomplishment.
Worked his backside off. Alhamdulillah, we're proud of him. But what's in store for the Inspired Reaver, Nasheed artist?
Oof. What is in store for the Inspired Reaver? Well, more Nasheeds, inshallah. More Nasheeds. I'm currently working. You can see me now. I'm in my studio, people. I'm currently working on trying to bring back a new sort of sound. Something I'm trying to find myself, trying to find what I give to the people. And inshallah, it's going to be a good return in 2025. I don't know why I keep looking like a Oompa Loompa, but give me 1 second. But yeah, alhamdulillah, more Nasheeds. I've got a little secret that's coming out as well very soon, boys, which you two
you can't do that tonight, friend.
We're not doing that tonight. We're not doing that tonight. We're not doing that tonight.
Listen, that's like waking me up in the morning saying, I've got something to tell you, Chris. Put one down and message me and say, I'll tell you tomorrow.
Well, it keeps them intrigued. It keeps them intrigued. So, guys, all you people watching, stay locked
got
in.
a big secret for
Massive
you guys.
secret.
Keep watching, and you will see. Where will they find the secret, babe?
They will find the secret on Come Deen with me, Instagram, TikTok, Inspired Reaver, Instagram, TikTok. I'm guessing Chris's TikTok, which is Chris Rampage Reaver. You've got Truth Matters as well. It's going to be going off on all platforms, guys. I promise you. I promise you.
I can't wait. I'm really excited for this news as well, Ben.
Well, I'll tell you, my 2025 is
yeah, let's go.
detailed.
Let's go.
So 2024, I started studying at academy, and
Alhamdulillah.
I recently passed my first semester, flying colours. So next Sunday, I'm going into my second semester for my Islamic studies. Alhamdulillah. I have now got a class set up talking about the manners, and we've had it for a year now. Talking about the manners of Islamic manners and classical scholars who talk about the manners of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu, which is going into the 6 pillars of Iman soon, inshallah, which I'm looking forward. I did the 5 pillars of Islam, alhamdulillah, and I'm just studying Islam. I've kind of put my life into studying Islam, and teaching Islam is something that I want to really do. So, but when we come up with the idea to come back in 2025 after a year's break, I've never been so excited. I've never been so happy to see the brothers. The brothers came to my house a couple of weeks back now. Well, a week or a couple of weeks anyway. Alhamdulillah, we had a fantastic time. We made a couple of videos that have gone viral, and it just shows that we put a little bit of effort in. Alhamdulillah, we're coming back. So, Ray, what's your plans for this year?
Alhamdulillah, it's to just make sure that we get to see more of each other, inshallah. Do as much editing as I can, do as many skits, as many podcasts as we can get out, inshallah. I'm going to keep myself busy. I mean, we've all got full-time jobs as well, alhamdulillah. And we're doing this as our kind of our love for Islam and the community, and our love for each other as brothers, inshallah. So, you know, we've all had a tough year. You've probably seen our last podcast. We've had a tough year over the last year. So it's about now putting those things behind us, inshallah, and moving forward and being positive.
I've got something else to bring to the table. Tomorrow I start the gym again.
Ooh.
Tomorrow I start the gym again. We're starting strongman again. And we're going to go on a journey, all of us that come Deen with me as well. So watch out for some videos that you might see of Chris doing some madness. Alhamdulillah, walking up stuff.
I want to see you lifting that car again in July, August.
And me shouting at Chris as a personal trainer saying, "Go on, Chris!"
Yes. So we've decided to make some videos for you guys, us getting together and doing a bit of exercise together and pushing each other and showing what you can do for brothers. We can all chip in. These brothers have been amazing since my father passed away in 2023. These brothers have been on to me, saying, "Chris, you need to get back on." I will admit today, I lost myself. I lost my way of eating, my way of life, everything apart from Islam. It's one of the things
it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us.
You know what, Chris? Admitting it is the first step, my brother.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Yeah. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillah. And do you know what? Yeah, it's not. I did lose myself within. Everybody knows the problem with me is I'm a social bug. That call. I'm really good round the people that I know, but I'm really shit with people who really bad. Sorry, stack for that. I'm really bad with people that I don't know. But I always put a front on. When I meet people, I just act a bit more than I should. And it's social anxiety. So this year, with what I've been through, has kind of pushed me into staying in my house for 5 months because I don't want to see people. So getting out of the house first time with these brothers of a week for 4 days in a row, alhamdulillah, they don't understand what they did for me. They don't understand how I appreciate them so much because now I'm decided to go back to the gym, even though I'm waking up in the morning and thinking I'm staying in bed. It's too cold.
Hey, trust me, brother. Trust me, brother. Trust me, man. It's freezing out there. But guys, yeah, and we just want to apologize for the unactive that we've been. But a lot of things have gone on in our lives. Like you say, this is a side thing that we're hoping, inshallah, in the future, with the help of you guys, we turn it into a full-time thing where Ray can come down a little bit more. Chris, we can go see Chris a little bit more. And we can step away from them full-time jobs and maybe turn this into a part-time thing. And then, inshallah, move away and make this a full-time halal living, giving dawah and spreading the religion that we love. So yes, we apologize for being so absent for the last year, but like we say, a lot has gone on. But this year, I am not letting these brothers down, and these are not going to let me down either. We're on it, boys.
Inshallah. And I'm so overwhelmed with all the followers we've had and all the support we've had over the last couple of weeks. It's just been overwhelming. I mean, as Chris mentioned earlier, 10K we've reached today, alhamdulillah, on TikTok. And it's just really overwhelming to see the support that we're getting. So we're going to
want to get you involved as well. We want to get you involved. So
yeah,
today,
of course.
If you want to come up and speak to us in 5 minutes' time, we'll open it up so you can come up and ask us any questions you want. It's up to you guys. I know there's 10 of you watching, but some of you have always wanted to speak to us. So we're open for 15 minutes for questions as well and answers. I mean, look at this. Look at it this way. Come Deen with me means family.
Yes, my brother.
Does
I love it.
Not? Come Deen with me means family, guys.
Alhamdulillah.
What are you guys? You're our family.
Alhamdulillah.
So don't ever be shy to see, when you see us in the street, don't ever be shy to give us salams. Give us salams and we'll salam you back even more. It depends
100%.
what giddy mood we're in. Because when you get us three together, we are, the brothers got some serious weight behind him, mashallah. Every weight. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So yeah, also guys, like Chris says, it means family. That's why you're gonna see on this channel as well a lot more personal stuff into Chris's journey, stuff into my journey, and Truth Matters. We're all going through our own little battles that we're trying to face. So you guys are gonna see that. It's gonna be like an absolute massive family where you're gonna get to see a different side to us, a side where yes, we can be joking, laughing, doing skits, but also a little bit more personal and a little bit more serious as well, guys. So if you guys want to see anything as well, don't forget to comment on our videos. Don't forget to message us. We try and reply to all messages. So yeah, inshallah, we like we say, man, we're one big massive
wait
family.
till you see me, Ben, Ray at Roundy Park climbing them hills.
Yes,
Inshallah.
Because it's coming. Climbing them hills and pushing each other and showing you what Muslim brothers should do for each other. We're going to show you from the Deen aspect, from the Elf aspect, and from every other aspect that we need to on Come Deen with me to show you as a family that we should do better. I'm studying Islam and I should be when Walaikum salam rahmatullahi barakatuh. When you study Islam, I know, yeah. Even when I'm doing my classes and my teaching, I should be in better health. Alhamdulillah. So I should be in much better health. We should be eating better. The Prophet ﷺ spoke about the health of a person. So you're going to see it. You're going to see the health transformations. You're going to see everything coming your way. And we've got a big secret coming tomorrow from Ben. And this is going to be something that's quite major. Alhamdulillah. And it's going to be a part of something massive. And we've already seen it, me and Ray. Alhamdulillah, I'm looking forward to that.
Wait, I'm really excited for you guys to hear what's going on. Inshallah.
Inshallah. You guys are gonna be on a journey with us, on a journey, and that I cannot wait to announce it, inshallah.
So basically, we did an halal bacon sketch. It's actually a skit. We don't really speak like, hello, my brother. We don't really speak like this. We do skits, yeah, to remind the Muslim brothers that you shouldn't be so judgmental and stereotypical of what you see and how you see it. We've got a few more ideas with the tattoos, with other things you're going to see, you're going to enjoy. But please, brothers, when you watch it, have an open heart and understand everything we do that is halal, is not, there's no haram within it. We say things like turkey bacon, we say things like sausage bacon because it gets people thinking. Because bacon just means a cut of meat. I even said mushrooms and beans are halal.
Yeah.
If you've got any akal, you'd know that this is just a joke. So just, bros, watch out for some of the videos. Watch out for the halal Sunday roast that might come. The halal, anything that's English is going to be turned halal on this channel. I know it went viral. Paul Golding.
Yes, Akil.
The wife beating, terrorist, scumbag, Paul Golding posted my video on his and made it go viral again. So alhamdulillah, if anyone wants to come up and ask us questions, I am going to place the StreamYard thing where you can join us for the next 15 minutes. We will answer questions.
Inshallah. And I just want to remind everyone, there's still a lot going on behind the scenes with Come Deen with me, and there always has been, even though we've not been in the forefront and online doing videos, we've still been giving out the Qurans behind the scene. We've still been bringing people to Islam and taking shahadas. Alhamdulillah, we've been really busy behind the scenes, and that work for the sake of Allah hasn't stopped yet.
We've been together now how many years, guys? Alhamdulillah, we can trust each other, man. We're on a point where we can trust each other. We're at a point where we give out free Qurans. Astaghfirullah, what you've just said there, Rizwan. We will provide something next week about that, inshallah. But wait for what's coming, Rizwan. We have just recorded 2 podcasts on 2 different parts of the world. Look at this. in the next couple of weeks, you're going to see a lot of podcast things coming from us, our opinions on what we think of stuff, what we see in the news. Also, you're going to see us try to go live every Sunday night afterwards, like this, and answer questions. Walaikum, salam alaikum. How did you find each other? Beyond my family by marriage, I have struggled to find a network, a group of reverts, and have a similar background of outlook of life. This is a good question. Walaikum salam, James. Nice to meet you. And how long have you been a Muslim? So I'll go first. So this started, I can remember clearly as day, it was Ramadan 3-4 years ago. I was on TikTok. Someone sent me a video of this beautiful brother down here. It was a lot skinnier then. He's buffed out a bit now. We're looking a lot better, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. And
saying his shahada, but it was going viral. So I messaged on the comments saying, if you need anything, He won't have seen it because there were too many comments. But then somebody who I know come to me live, one of my moderators saying, oh, Ben's live. So I said, go to him and tell him that I was EDL. Remember?
Yeah, that's because do you know how many people was thinking me, Chris, like trying to get me on lives with them, and I was like, not a chance. I'm very early into my journey. I didn't want to go live with anybody, and then someone said, Chris wants you, no, EF Dower, and I was like, what's F Dower? What's F Dower mean? Yeah, and I was like, all right, sweet, let me see what I got on. And then he said he was ex EDL, and I was like, right, let me jump on with this brother now and speak to him.
And then that's how me and Ben met, yeah? So me and Ben, we formed a relationship from that. And Ben even came to my house and stayed at my house for like a week, and sometimes a week, sometimes 3 days. I went to Ben's house and stayed at Ben's house. We spent a lot of time together. We got to know each other. And then, ta-da! 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 This beautiful brother, if you don't know who Ray is an ex-Sikh who become Muslim.
Alhamdulillah.
How did we meet Ray?
Alhamdulillah. So I used to watch Chris quite a lot. He used to do quite a lot of social media, and I'm an editor in the background, and I do quite a few bits and pieces. So I got in touch with Chris, and I said, Alhamdulillah, brother, would you like some help on your editing and thumbnails and bits and pieces? Obviously, do it for the sake of Allah. And me and Chris was a bit dubious about me. He wasn't too sure. He thought, is this stalker getting in touch with me? But alhamdulillah, I went down to go and see Chris, and we met up. We got together, and alhamdulillah, we got on really, really well. And then I think it was Eid at one time where Ben was invited to come and see all of us, and that was the first time I met Ben. And alhamdulillah, me and Ben, we got on like we were long lost brothers. Alhamdulillah, us three just formed this amazing connection. I mean, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought us together, and we know that, but we formed such a strong connection.
Sikhism, Akil, Sikhism. So I this is what I remember of Ray. Yeah, so it was called Truth Matters. He always used to come on my live. So when I used to do stuff with Jordan M, Hamza's Den, and Ray would be in every channel. And that's where I thought to myself, well, can we trust this guy? Because he's with all the brothers, But at first I had to ask a few questions. And then I was a bit dubious. But alhamdulillah, I trusted him, and it was the best thing I ever did. But there's always one memory that sticks with me with Ray, doesn't it, Ray? I did a podcast for anyone who knows Iman channel. I did a thing for him. Ray picked me up from there, took me for a nice Chinese, may Allah bless him.
A halal Chinese. And then we video called Ben with a 7-Up can, I remember. Because Liverpool had just beat Man U 7-0. And obviously, I'm a Liverpool fan, he's a Man United fan. And I remember when I video called you with a 7-Up van.
I do. Why do you always have to bring that up, Chris? Why do you always have to bring that up? No matter where we go or who we speak to, I always get remembered of that 7-Up can. And every time I see one now, I want to drop kick it. Ban all 7-Up. Ban all 7-Up.
So there's no challenge. We wouldn't AF Dower, no challenge between Hamza's Den. We're all together as Muslims. We don't have that here. Look, this is EF Dower here. Look, Dower team, a Man Foundation. May Allah bless us all. May Allah bless us, everyone. I'm a part of EF Dawah, and I always will be, and I'm blood EF Dawah. So alhamdulillah, and so is Hamza. If you ask Hamza what he thinks of EF Dawah, he always recommends it to EF Dawah. So Ray, me and Ray was in the car. And do you mind me telling the story, Ray?
No, I don't know. Go ahead.
So Ray's a revert from Sikhism. And something you've got to understand as brothers in this channel. I really want you to deep this sort of even within the racism even within your Pakistani community as well. Because look, Brother Ray we was in the car together, and Brother Ray looked round and said, "Chris, I've got something I want to tell you, but I'm embarrassed to tell you." So I thought he's done something haram. I don't know why.
You automatically assumed the worst.
That's my bad, because the way he did it, he had little puppy dog eyes, and I was like, "No, what's he done?"
Yes,
you know what? Yeah, he's so innocent and so great. Was Ray? He just turned around and said, "Chris, I don't know how to pray," and I was like, "Wow, subhanallah."
I was really struggling at the time. It
shocked my heart. Do you know why he didn't know how to pray though? Because when he went to the mosque, everybody assumed he was a born Muslim because of the colour of his skin. Now, this is where we have to be careful. We have to think. So when he tried to ask people in the mosque, they were just shunning him off because they thought, why didn't a Pakistani guy know how to pray his group? When really, he didn't. He's a revert, you know, and he was asking places. We was asking people. Do you remember this, Ray? I sent Ray one of these Ali Dawah prayer mats, remember, to help him pray. Yeah. And alhamdulillah, walaikum salam, Jordan, walaikum salam, Ash. This thing here, I sent him this.
I've still got it.
How many weeks later did you ring me up and say, Chris, I've got some good news?
I had to learn my Sunnah al-Fatiha. That took a few weeks. That took quite a while. Alhamdulillah.
I remember when you rang me, he was so happy. And he went, Chris, thank you. Man, I know how to pray. And I was like, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
You got all the rewards. You got all the rewards for that one.
No rewards. I don't really care. As long as you're praying, bro, you're praying. So that's how we met. How did you feel when you met Ray, Ben?
Bro, do you know what? It was just like me and you, Chris. It was like long lost brothers. Never, ever did I ever think that I'd have two brothers that we just click so much with. It's like literally we was made to be together. Like when I first met Ray, I remember Chris telling me that, you know, he's got, because I was like, Chris, how you're editing that video? That's sick. Like, it looks mega. And he's like, oh, you know, I've got a little help from another revert brother. I was like, yo, like, give me some info, bro. So it was when obviously Ray was on my videos, but again, you don't really see like when the comments are going mad when you go viral and stuff like that. So I always seen this Truth Matters, and alhamdulillah, I messaged him one day after Chris told me who he was. And I said, look, Ray, I know we've not met in person. I know that you know me through Chris and stuff like that. But alhamdulillah, bro, I could do with a little bit of help editing videos. I can pay you, blah, blah. And he was straight away, he was like, listen, bro, I do it for feasibility. I don't want no money off you. Send me the videos and we're gonna get them out there. And alhamdulillah, ever since, this brother has helped me with every single one of my productions in the Nasheed game. He's helped me with most videos that you see on mine and Chris's channel. That brother right there does it for us.
And his Nasheeds, a lot of Ben's Nasheeds.
All my Nasheeds I've
edited through Ray.
Yeah, Ray has a touch of it.
Can I just say something? I mean, I just want to say, you guys see these brothers on social media and all over the place, and you know, sometimes you see people on screen and you know they act a certain way, and then off screen they're different. But I fell in love with these brothers, both Chris and Ben. They've got the most beautiful hearts and personalities off screen as well. I mean, there's times the way Chris has helped me and supported me over the years, and Ben, I said to you last time I saw you, you always surprise me. And when you look at Ben, you think, you know, he's a bit street, you know, he's a bit, you know, but he's not. He's so he's got such a beautiful heart. I mean, I'll be there. And I remember I know, Ben, you probably wouldn't want me to share this, but last time we were together, we were getting some food in a chicken shop, and this homeless guy kind of came in and he was asking the shop owner, you know, like, is there any food about? And the shop owner was like, no, there's no. And Ben just jumped out and he's like, do you want food? Are you hungry? Let me buy you food. And things like that. Beautiful, beautiful brothers. Alhamdulillah. I'm so lucky to have met these brothers. And our
You're not
friendship.
lucky, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, look.
Yeah.
You're not
No,
lucky.
look, all
This
from Allah
was
subhanahu wa ta'ala,
all
my
from
brother.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because this is what, let me give you a reminder on what you just said. It's an English term, lucky. We don't believe that we're in luck, because we believe it's happened for a reason. Let me just give you a reminder. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts good people together. If you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to have people with good amal, good character, good manners, he will put you with them people. Now, if you don't want that, he'll give you what you want in this world and give you what you want in the hereafter. Some people. So that's what's happened for me. I asked for with a group of people who I can trust, who believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who remind me of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and tada, today I'm at Come Deen with me. So that's what I got. Anyway, we have got a guest. We've got a beautiful guest of the name of Declan Nabeel.
Alhamdulillah.
One of our first guests on our lives. Alhamdulillah. Wa alaikum salam.
Keza.
Oh,
Welcome to. Oh, here he is.
Oh,
Alaikum.
Salam alaikum, boys. How we doing?
Alhamdulillah.
We're better now. We're looking at you, Nabeel, my brother.
Oh,
It's so great to even be on this, honestly enough.
You know what? Yeah, let me just say something about Nabeel. Yeah, this brother right here has been a day one supporter of all of ours. He comments on every video, he shares every video. And this brother once, he won't mind me saying it, I was in Blackpool with a wife and I was chilling. And he knew that I was there, I was posting videos. And my brother texted me, he said, Ben, what time's your train? I'm going to meet you at the train station. I told him, I was like, he might not come. My brother was waiting there for me. I turned up at the train station and this brother was waiting there with a massive smile on his face. Alhamdulillah.
How long was I there for, though?
Yeah, it was there. He told me 10 minutes, but he was definitely there for an hour.
Yeah. I think I was literally at that train station for about an hour and like 10 minutes or something.
MashaAllah. And it was beautiful, man. And it was good to see him. And inshallah, all those brothers are going to go meet him as well in person, inshallah.
Yeah. When I came down to Manchester a couple of weeks ago, this is the thing that Ben said to me, I know a beautiful brother, Nabeel, we need to go and see him. And our plan was to come down and come and see you, Nabeel.
Yeah, even we was planning, but unfortunately.
Honestly enough, right, you do not know the amount of times I've been down to my local mosque and said to everyone, like, bro, you need to come meet all the Come Deen with me, guys. Like, so great brothers and everything.
We will make an effort, don't you worry. After Ramadan, we'll be there, bro, inshallah.
Inshallah, bro. Inshallah.
Ramadan's coming, inshallah. So Nabeel's been a Muslim 3.5 years, and I've only just realised who Nabeel is, even though he's been watching us for so long. And Nabeel's been coming to my classes, alhamdulillah. Okay, he was here tonight. He's a good brother, is Nabeel. He comes to every live. I see him everywhere, alhamdulillah. And I'm like, go on, Nabeel, lad. Keep learning. Keep being a good Muslim,
alhamdulillah. Just getting that knowledge in.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
And he does some good talks, I've seen.
Yeah, he does, man. Nabeel, Sheikh Nabeel, yeah?
Either Sheikh or Mufti Nabeel.
Yes, I love it. Nabeel, have you got any questions for me, Chris, or Ray that you want to ask us?
I think the only question I have
feel like he already knows everything about us. Yeah, I was going to say, he knows everything about us. There's nothing
he knows more about me than I know about myself.
Alhamdulillah.
Oh, I'm just glad that so much in my life has come out from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is, I wouldn't say he's replaced people, but he's given me better people in my life. And he has definitely put so much better in my life to give me you lot and everything. And even the brothers in the masjid. Subhanallah.
MashaAllah, my brother, man. That's
let's may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us all for these gatherings, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you on your journey and everyone's journey, because there's going to be ups and downs. And alhamdulillah. So Thank you for coming up and giving us that support, Nabeel, man.
And remember, Nabeel, you're always a part of the family, my brother.
The come Deen with me family, you know.
We're still searching for the wife, though. We're still searching.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
You know what? I know I've got an idea that might get you a wife. You need
Let's hear it.
You need a come Deen with me t-shirt and that.
Oh,
I need the merch. I got it now.
Once the sister sees that, she'll be like, "Oh, this one's worth marrying."
Honestly, and I'm not even lying about this, right? The minute I announce that I'm getting married, you are all invited.
Oh, Allah Akbar. We like free food. We love free food.
Plenty of free food.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you for that, Nabeel.
Oh, no.
Our other guest needs to come back up. We had another guest, but he left. Come back.
Come back. Alhamdulillah. Ray,
it's people like you, my brother. Right, we want to do this channel more and more. We meet lovely people, alhamdulillah, beautiful reverts, beautiful Muslims, and this is what keeps us going. And the love between this Muslim community, alhamdulillah.
Honestly enough, right? I can't even lie or stress about this enough, right? When Ben told me that you and Ray were coming down and everything, like I literally was like messaging everyone saying like they're coming down, like everyone needs to be ready.
We need to go down, boys.
We will, inshallah.
The inbound was waiting for you both.
They've got that. You know what, boys, as well. We need to go as well because they've got that challenge in Blackpool, that burger challenge I've seen.
Yes, we want to go down to that burger.
What's it called? Waffle burgers.
Yeah.
Waffle
burgers.
I
wasn't even down there, to be honest.
Yeah, and I need to do it.
We need to go pay the Amana visit, man. The brother was waiting for us patiently, man. Please give him.
We do apologize.
Honestly, Ta'ala just put something else in our path that we have to sort out, inshallah. And
you know what? Yeah, what happened?
It's under Allah's control, not mine.
Something happened. Something life changing happened. Something life changing happened that day.
Yeah,
and it was more. It was so much more important than traveling all the way to Blackpool. That's not the downside, but because it something life changing happened, and it is big part of bringing Come Deen with me back together. So, alhamdulillah, we have to just wait. We have to just come when we're free. You need the best of us, Nabeel.
Honestly, I don't mind who it is as long as it's all of you all together, including guided revert Ben as well. As long as he's around as well with it all.
Beautiful brother Ben.
Oh, honestly.
So we've got another guest coming soon, inshallah. A beautiful guest. We'll wait till he pops up. But alhamdulillah, Nabeel, thanks for the support, my brother, man. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to us at Come Deen with me. You don't go. No message gets missed at Come Deen with me. There's free eyes on the accounts. If I miss it, Ray'll get it, and if Ray misses it, Ben gets it.
And we know Nabeel not only supports the Come Deen with me platform, he supports all of our individual platforms as well, Nabeel. So we see it, Nabeel. Alhamdulillah. May Allah reward you, brother.
Ameen, bro. Ameen for this.
You've got a
question.
I
was actually looking forward to meeting you as well, the most, to be honest.
Oh, Ray?
Yeah.
Oh, alhamdulillah. Hey, man, you don't want to meet Ray. You know why you don't want to meet Ray?
Why is that for?
Because you won't let him go. You'll kidnap
him. You want to keep him. And you're not keeping him, Nabeel. He's ours, all right.
He's ours. Nabeel was like, oh, I'm making Come Deen with me with Ray. We've got a question in the comments, Ray. Can you see it? It's for you, Ray. It says Ray. Do you want to read it out and answer?
Ray, I think I heard that you have a Pakistani heritage. Have you been back since becoming Muslim? And what was your experience? I've been twice in many years. I don't have a Pakistani heritage. I have a Sikh heritage. So I've not been back to India or anything. My family's from Tanzania, East Africa. So I've been back there a few times. But yeah, I'm a Sikh revert.
Yeah, so his ancestors come from India, but his family's from Tanzania. This is where they get Tanzania. I might have got mixed up. People think that Ray's a Pakistani because he does.
Well, I do it still now. I do it still now. Like sometimes, and I look at him and I think, oh man, this brother's a revert, man.
He doesn't get the same revert privilege as us because he's got brown skin, which is something. And we wanted to talk about this as well. It's not just him. There's a black revert community. They're massive. They're all over. But people just assume they were born Muslim because of the African Muslims, and it's only us because we're white that people look at us different, which is wrong. We get 100%. We get this white privileged revert fantasy. But do you know what? A lot of my teachers are from Pakistan back home. A lot of my teachers are born Muslim, and alhamdulillah. We shouldn't think like that. We should.
Whenever I meet Muslims, I always ask them whether it's a brown Muslim or black Muslim. I always say, "Are you a revert?" Sometimes I get funny looks, but I always do ask.
100%.
So Nabeel, it's been lovely having you on. We've got another guest, so
100%.
Thank you very much for having the time for me.
Allah bless you, bro. We're gonna.
Nabeel, been really good talking to you. We'll see you soon.
Inshallah. Wa alaikum assalam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam. What a lovely brother, eh?
I love Nabeel, man.
Another beautiful revert guest, I'd say. He's big, he's strong. It's called Jordan M. Assalamu alaikum. Are you ready to come Deen with me?
Yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Always ready for a bit of that. Always ready. Can you hear? Is my sound all right? Because I'm in my car. I just pulled up. I saw you guys were live and I pulled over.
Alhamdulillah.
Mashallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Just want to say you guys doing a great job, and your energy you have together is a dawah in itself. You know, the way you guys rebound of each other. It's lovely even just to see you guys chatting. It's proper dawah. It's you can see the love. And yeah, inshallah your channel goes far, man.
Inshallah, we hope to do some collabs, so we might come to London and meet you, and inshallah, and
if you ever want to come to Civilization, you boys are always welcome.
Is any of it? Well, actually, it's weird you haven't met Ray because Ray lives in London. Alhamdulillah.
I have met Jordan once. It was at a Uyghur protest.
Oh, you did?
In London.
Alhamdulillah.
But that was before coming with me.
And I need to go see Jordan M as well because he's got some trainers that he needs restoring.
I do actually. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I do.
And I need to go see him.
Did I tell you that?
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
No, do you know what as well? Because of some of the skits that we're doing, if anyone's watched Jordan's skits, man, they're the best because he just formulates it really good. But imagine us four doing a skit together.
Yeah, the good thing about you guys, I'm talking to myself. You guys have actually got different characters. It's good.
Yeah, I love it. You're the OG of them skits, though. We get them from you, my brother.
Yeah, I think we should bring one together, like the Mo Salah one. We should bring it together. We should all be drinking 0-0 Peranis, doing the cheers and all that. I think there's a lot we could do, and there's a lot we haven't done. So I mean, look, we do look forward to coming to see you, Jordan. I think
look, you guys, you guys did a couple of skits, and you've already triggered Paul Golding. So you're doing well,
we love that one. I'm living by that one. I'm living by that one. All my mates are sending it me. All my non-Muslim mates are like, "Yo, Ben, you're on here, like getting dead worried for me." I'm like, "Yes."
No, you're doing something good, man. You're doing something.
The biggest problem is we know what we're doing. We say things like halal bacon on purpose. Yeah. We change our little accent on purpose. You know this doing skits.
Yeah.
And people take it literal. They're literally does Chris talk like that? No, I don't talk like that. You have to change little things because it gets people commenting. And when people comment it, that's when it starts to go out. On, So that's why it went viral, alhamdulillah. We've just hit 10,000 on Come Deen with me TikTok today. So alhamdulillah, after a week. And we've just revived and think we've got some good ideas and we like to bring everyone involved in it.
100%.
Especially people like you, Jordan M, who does a lot for the charity events and stuff like. Alhamdulillah.
So definitely, man.
No, look, I come up north because obviously, you know, I'm married in Northerner, so I'll have to come and see you guys.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, so he married someone from Civilization. That's why he looks well looked after now, doesn't he?
He's well nutrition though.
When I first met him, I thought we were homeless. Well, that's the London effect, isn't it?
I love it.
No, she's proper. The thing is, man, his wife's was my moderator for 5 years now, Jordan.
Yeah.
Mashallah.
Alhamdulillah. So
Yeah.
she's a diamond in the rough as well. So alhamdulillah, she's may Allah bless her.
Ameen.
So, I mean, I never thought I'd see the day Jordan I'm married. It's too busy.
No, I delayed it, man. You know when you guys know when you.
What do you remember when you used to say things like, "Oh, I'd never get married," and the sisters used to go mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'd never get married. Me, forget
I'd
that.
always like, why would I get married to one of these crazy sisters?
I love it.
But you know, when you revert, I think marriage is something like, because for me, right, when I reverted to Islam, and you guys will know the same feeling, you don't quite feel like I always feel like I'm not ready for marriage because I need to improve more of my deen before I become a value of a good sister. And I definitely had that in the back of my mind. And yeah, I mean, my wife is a lot more knowledgeable than me, so I did well. I got lucky.
Alhamdulillah. She is someone who gets down and studies a lot. So, is it? So I've got a question. Is it difficult having a wife sometimes that's got more knowledge than you, or is it easier?
That's a good question. I think it's. I think we're recommended to marry equal is the recommendation, but I think for me, obviously, it puts me under pressure to make sure I do learn more. If you've got a wife that's pushing you with your deen, I think for me it's a good thing. A lot probably depends on your character, doesn't it? But
100%.
I think having a good practicing sister is a must, isn't it?
100%. You can't. This is a big thing for me. She's got to be praying a minimum prayers, and this is why we're struggling at the minute when people come to you like sisters. Unfortunately, I only pray 3 times or something like this, and because we were discussing this with some of the brothers we're doing the Zad Academy with, and when you start studying Islam, your range of sisters changes when you're looking for marriage.
Yeah.
Because now you're looking for sisters who are more educated in this matter.
Yeah.
Because you need someone who you can stimulate these conversations with. And we were talking about how from when I started studying about 5 years ago, I'd have picked a different sister than I would now.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. So
I feel like I've got that perfect balance of that we're both trying to learn at the same pace. So I feel like that's good for me. Do you know what I mean? Like you say, marrying the equals. Yeah. We're both trying to learn at that same pace, and we're both on our own little journey, but we're quite similar on our journey. So alhamdulillah.
Well, Ben got
married what, a year now, Ben? Yeah.
A year now, yeah. September in a year. September.
How's it going? How's it going?
The same as before, but with a ring on it. No, alhamdulillah, it's good, man. No, like you say, man, it brings you closer to your deen. You realize why you should be married. You know, you've completed half of your deen now, and just the fact that even at the night time we can get in bed and we can put an Islamic video on and both learn at the same time. It's a beautiful thing that I've never experienced before. And alhamdulillah, when she wakes me up for Fajr and tells me to go and pray, it's a feeling I've never had before, and it's beautiful, man. So, you know, inshallah,
you know, it's like, you know, when you, I don't know if you had this, Ben, but when you become Muslim and suddenly Eid comes round, you don't really know what to do on Eid. I used to sit on my own thinking, what are you supposed to do on Eid?
Yeah.
Like, you do your Eid prayer and then you go home. But when you have a wife, and my wife makes Eid really special. She does everything in the house, buys all the presents. And so for me, that's become really important as well. Like,
massively. Massively. It was weird to me the first time, I'm not going to lie, because I'd had already 3 Eids of being on my own or trying to, meet up with the brothers. And then this year it was like she was trying to plan all these things, and it was just going over my head as if like I'm going to be alone again on Eid. I'm going to be alone again. And then it come to Eid and she'd cooked this big meal and we was ready, and, she was getting me gifts, and I was like, wow, subhanAllah, this is so much different. Alhamdulillah, and this is why it is important to find a wife that's on your wavelength and is on your journey. Alhamdulillah, man. Subhanallah, like you say, Jordan, we're one of the lucky ones, man.
Yeah.
No, you're not lucky, bro.
Oh yeah, all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
You'll never be lucky, bro.
Right,
Ray, what do you think to that, bro? Because me and you are not married at the minute, so we have to stay out of these conversations.
Whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings for us and whatever He's got planned for us, alhamdulillah, whenever the time's right, inshallah, we'll...
No, there'll be some very good. If someone, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless Ray. I'd advise many sisters, good sisters for Ray, man, because he's a good brother, man. He's a very good, and I'd vouch for him any day of the week. You know,
Yeah.
alhamdulillah, I was a married man. Jordan actually come to my ex-father-in-law, didn't you?
I
Before
did.
got
Me
married,
and
yeah.
Hamza vouch for you, innit?
Yeah, they vouched for me to marry this sister. I got married, had the wedding, and that's it. Everything else is history. But alhamdulillah, it happens. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. If it is, it is.
Yeah, I think a lot of and it happens particularly with the sisters, which I don't like. A sister becomes Muslim, and everyone rushes them into marriage. You gotta get married. You gotta get married. You know, we're not all ready straight away when we revert. You know, and you don't want to rush into a marriage with someone you don't know, or you got to be ready, man. And
100%.
I'm not saying delay marriage, but the minimum you got to be ready for it, innit? So
listen, I agree, man. If when I first become Muslim, how could I have got married? I didn't even know how to pray. Didn't even know the 5 pillars of Islam, the 6 pillars of Iman.
yeah,
I did get married to a revert sister early on, and it didn't work out because of that. Because she had a really strong interpretation of Islam. So imagine you don't know anything, and then you meet someone who's got a strong interpretation of Islam, and it was just must have looked like a liberal. I've still got some of my old. She must have thought, bloody hell, what is this guy? But I didn't know
I've seen you get kissed by a man in Saudi, innit? I know.
That's a story that I have to tell. So you don't get mixed up. So basically, I was saying to me and Jordan went to Saudi Arabia in 2019.
We don't need the story. It's all right. It's all right.
We need the context.
I'll leave it to you. Who do you guys think that got kissed in Saudi? Was it me or Jordan? A big strapping man like Jordan. And you know what? Yeah, I got wet on my face with the sloppiness.
Yeah.
Oh, love it, boys. I absolutely love
it. Chris, do you have an opinion? Because you've been married to a revert and a born Muslim, right? I know this is probably for a different stream. Would you recommend a revert to get married to another fellow revert or a born Muslim? Or would you see it pros and cons either way?
I could give you an explanation of both. So the pros of marrying a born Muslim is that you gain a family when it comes to Eid and Ramadan. But then that person that you do marry might have different culture, which doesn't go with your culture, which happened to me. So I didn't understand a lot of it, and she didn't understand me. So half of the time I was stood just laughing at my own self because of the jokes that I was telling. But then the pros of marrying, the pros of marrying the revert sister, I got on with her mum and dad really well. Really well. They were a Christian couple who did a lot of the church. And I got on with them really well. And they were even sad to see me leave and stuff like that. That's how I got on with them. So that I did gain a family in that as well. So but with the revert, we understood each other a lot more because of our culture. And we got on well. There were just other factors that didn't work out because I don't think I were ready to get married. But the brothers were just, poking me in the back saying you need to get married. So yeah, I think there's pros and cons in both, but I think it depends on your personality. It depends how cultural you are. When we become Muslim, we try to leave culture behind, don't we?
Yeah.
We try to, and some of us actually fall into identity crisis, where we start dressing as Muslims, get growing big beards, calling ourselves Abdul, and stuff like that. Wearing shura kameez and stuff. Some of the Muslims do fall into that, but me, I looked like a Muslim, but didn't pray like a Muslim because I didn't know how to. So yeah, you've got to get a balance within your Islam before you start deciding who you want to marry, I'd say. And if you're going to marry someone, make sure, Walaikum salam, Nazmi, make sure you marry someone who you're compatible with. That's my advice. Compatibility is more important than whatever other things. So you could be compatible with I could be compatible with a Pakistani sister. It's been compatible in all areas and not just compromising. 100%. Some things I compromised on was probably I won't compromise now. That's what I learned from it. No, don't compromise on little stuff.
So you're saying there's basically pros and cons in both. It just depends where you are in your journey and what you think you with.
That's why I'd say it's difficult for me to get married now because of the studying that I'm doing. Because sometimes the sisters are like, even the sisters saying, "Do you want to move here? I want to stay in Leeds in my house, and also I want to study Islam." So, and I need to meet a sister who's in the same sort of field as that. Because if not, they don't say the right things that you're looking for. Do you know what I mean?
Inshallah, mate. I'll give you a pious wife, bro, and you get on very well. I mean.
Great. I mean.
Not saying that I'm looking on YouTube for a wife, that is. before people watch it and like, what?
They're putting clips of you on TikTok. This brother's looking for a wife.
I'm doing a Jordan M. I don't want a wife.
I love it.
What about you, Jordan? Let me ask you a question. What's your plans for? Because Jordan, your channel grew over a short period of time as well, didn't it? Nearly 100,000 followers on YouTube.
MashaAllah.
Which is exceptional when it comes to any thought of it. Soon he'll have behind him. He'll have one of them bloody silver badges. It's quite exceptional. I know he's not going to get it, but I know you're not. But it's exceptional for you for how you've grown. But what's your plans for this year? Have you got any plans?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I over lockdown, I did a lot of stuff on TikTok and YouTube, and my channel blew up because I had time. I was doing it every day, and consistencies, as you guys know, if you're consistent with it, the algorithm start to. If you sort of do once every while, it doesn't really trigger it. But I mean, I have genuinely, because I hang around with Abbas and Imran from EF Dawah, may Allah bless them. I do kind of stay grounded, and I honestly don't focus on views. Even though obviously if something's got good views, it's going out there. That's good news. I don't let that guide what I do in my content. And my channel's slowed down a bit probably in the last year or stuff. But I don't really mind. But in terms of my plans, it's a good question because all I've really been doing is skits in my car and live streams. I do need 2025. I do need, like you guys are doing, I need to start thinking of some new, fresh ideas and. I've thought of some mosque visits. And I think
you've got a lot of potential. You've got a lot of potential, Jordan, man. Because, like, when I was listening to you about the views stuff, when I was getting I was looking for views, and I listened to you, man. It made sense to me. That's why I really stopped. That's why I took a step back as well, because all I cared about was how many views I had on the video, not what the video said.
Yeah. The thing is, Chris, is the really good content, the really popular stuff isn't necessarily the good content, is it? So what some brothers end up doing, and I get it, is like you I don't know, you start arguing with someone, or you do a video refuting someone or something, and it goes viral, and you start thinking, oh, that's what I need to do, but really you got to keep a bit like you guys are. Your content's very raw, very honest, very sincere, and I think stay along that line, even if you only get 100 views or if you get 1 million views, you just keep doing that way and see what happens, isn't it?
Well, I learned a lot from your channel because you used to, I don't know if you still do, but you had to. So basically, Jordan would do a video like a skit or something, and he'd get like 10,000 views straight away. Then he'd put live videos of people talking about Islam, on his channel, and he didn't even get 10 people watching it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Was it Islamic something? Islam?
So they're coming back this Ramadan, yeah. So I have and I had loads of brothers tell me don't do it because it ruins your algorithms. But I had like Sheikh Green and stuff like that. They do some live streams on my channel over Ramadan. They're going to do it again, and not many people tune into it. But still, I don't. It's amazing stuff. So even if 5 people are benefiting, I'll just keep.
That's what you call sincerity. Over views, and even if you get 10 views watching, you get rewarded for every 10 views. Imagine you've got 10,000 views, and you don't get rewarded one little bit because it's all nonsense. But 10 views you get rewarded for. Now, I didn't think of it like that before I seen Jordan do what he did with his channel. Who cares about the algorithms? It's not about that,
It's about the message we're trying to get across, isn't it?
Exactly.
And every bit of money that you make, it goes to charity, doesn't it? Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, so my channel is, I don't monetize it. There's no ads or anything, but any donations go straight to the Yemen fund I have. Yeah.
Well, anything we get goes back into making more videos and more content because
sending out Qurans as well.
Sending out Qurans and stuff. So everything we get is back into something good anyway. Imagine there's three of us who have to make. He has to travel from London, Manchester. So there's a little bit more into it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've got nothing against people making a living out of dawah and stuff. I think some people give up their jobs and doing it. I get it. It's just something I've chosen personally because I think to keep myself as sincere as possible, if I can keep the money out of it and earn money by other means, not by my dawah, I prefer that method. You know, I prefer.
No, but I was just saying that because of I'm letting people know that that's why we use the money for that. Do you know what I mean? If there was only one of us, it'd be fine, innit? But there's 3 of us to accommodate when they come up here. But luckily, well, not luckily enough, good enough. When they come up here, they can stay at my house for free now because my house is free, innit? So alhamdulillah. So. Well,
and you got some mattresses in the garden, innit, as well. So.
Well, that's what they're not there anymore. The brothers cleaned them up. The brothers come from the south and cleaned them up.
I'm staying in that nice warm bedroom. That's what I'm doing.
Hey, what's Ray doing outside?
I'll be with Ben.
Alhamdulillah, we do have eating up here and water, you know, Jordan. You should come up sometime.
Yeah.
And some of the best food places in Manchester. I've got to vouch for some of the food places.
Yeah, we're going to take you for a halal breakfast, halal bacon and all that.
I saw Aisha's Cafe, innit? I saw you guys in.
Yeah.
Come on.
It looked amazing in there, man. The breakfast looked amazing.
Do you know what it is? It just misses a few things like fried bread and, you know, a bit more added to it would be on top, but just saying things like English breakfast and halal, it absolutely hurts them. It hurts everyone. They're like, even Muslims, they're like, you can't have halal bacon.
Yeah, well, I openly don't like biryani, and I say again, I don't like biryani. Is so, you know, compared to our nice full English, it's, you know, it doesn't cut it. But Muslims don't like that. But it's,
but
like
I don't like it as well. But I love come Deen with me, so relax.
Listen, biryani is one of my favourite dishes. Just so you all know in the comments, yeah.
That's like saying I love the TikTok shop. When you say something bad on TikTok,
I love the TikTok shop.
Here he is. I love biryani. Don't lose any of my followers.
No,
I thought by converting I would start to be able to handle spicy food, but that didn't happen.
Automatically, your palate changes with you.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
No, I am with you there, Jordan, because I can't stand.
Not like in biryani's hate speech.
Is that what somebody said?
Yeah.
I did a video once saying I don't like. I think biryani's overrated, and my subscription started going down.
Just a
do you remember when Hamza did a video about music?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Everyone started unfollowing him. Oh man, that was mad.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. You've got to be careful in what you're saying. This makes it easy to choose our favourite.
I think in Dawah, right? If you hold any fringe opinion, that's, you know, I don't see the point in, you know, what's the value in even giving it, in talking about it? Do you know what I mean?
100%.
I think what you've got to understand about the Dawah world is that the majority of them are from the Salafi background, so they have a very strict approach to everything anyway. So they have to understand when you do Dawah, that's the only people who are there doing Dawah, most of the Salafis. So you've got to give precedence to what they think, so you don't get absolutely bananaed. That's it.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
But something like music, where like 99% of the scholars all say it's haram, if you're part of that 1%, you're probably better off being quiet about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm not driving around streets with full blasting music, and then doing a cutbah on a Friday. Oh man, I've heard some stories. So what's the plan today? Are you out still, Jordan? It's
I just come back from the gym. Yeah, it's my
been for your Sunday roast, have you?
I did have a Sunday roast today. Actually, I had a really nice Sunday roast. I had chicken covered in bacon.
Allahu Akbar.
Yeah, I love it. Ray, please clip that. Please.
Yeah, Ray, clip that. I'll put it on our TikTok.
Yeah. I'm going to see it on Paul Golding's Twitter tomorrow.
Yeah. You're having bacon now. Do they even know what they've got?
Enemy number one.
This guy got cooked by Bob the Builder. And now he's saying this. Clipped and cancelled. No, do you know what? I always say, do you know what? Yeah, I got to apologise sometimes. May Allah forgive me, guys, but I say bacon on purpose. I do it just to wind you up. I'm a wind-up person in real life. And I just say bacon. And you can't have halal bacon. I'm laughing my tits off in real life.
Yeah.
Guys, you've got to not assume the worst of your Muslim brothers. There's no way we're going to be eating pork bacon as Muslims. It's the one thing I've never missed.
Yeah, it's the one thing I've never missed. People always ask me, "Do you miss bacon?" I'm like, "No." Like, it's the one of the easiest things to give up.
The 100% easiest thing to give up. Look, we did a skit which we're going to do more with the 0-0 Guinness, and we put the hand. I put the hand over the 0-0 part on purpose. It's just to get people tuned in and tell them, look, because if I seen that and then I stereotyped and I realised it was wrong, it should make you think and reflect. Obviously, we don't drink. We're not going to sit on the street and go, "Oh, alcohol."
Yeah, and I think I mean, we've had these debates about this, probably me and you in the past, Chris. I think I changed my opinion. But I think like reverts, like for me, right? And I hope this is all right to say. I hope people don't mind, but I miss, for example, right? One of the things I do miss is like on a hot day, sometimes having a beer at the end of work, right? A nice cold beer, right? And so for a revert, a 0-0 beer is a great like way of just, you know, in a halal way, just still having the same, you know, kind of, you know, not craving anything.
It's the feeling around it, innit, Jordan?
Yeah.
It's a nice summer's day. You've just finished work. All the beer gardens are open. We went there. That was our culture. That's what people need to remember. Like, that was our culture. So be able to do that, crack open a 0-0, sit in our back garden with our family and drink a cool.
But how can you say it's wrong if it stops you from drinking the actual haram stuff though? Imagine, what do they want us to do? Do they want us to go back to our culture? Is going back to our culture and drinking it, or do they want us to drink a substitution of it and be happy with that? I don't see a problem at all.
No, me neither.
Because I would prefer just imagine 7 years of drinking in beer gardens, and do you think we're just going to forget about it? I absolutely loved it. Pub was my favourite place on planet. And I always say, this is what I would say to people on TikTok: if you can prove all to the far right and to everyone around us, if you can prove the Quran wrong in Arabic and it's got contradictions, I'll go to the pub with you tomorrow.
Yeah.
But till then, you won't see me in the pub. So.
Yeah. 100%, bro.
No, it tastes beautiful when it's freshly cold. Oh,
icy. The bottle's dripping. Oof.
Yeah.
And I don't see it. Some people do. In some schools of thought, it's classed as najas. It can be, but not in my school of thought. So it's okay. It's fine. So we're not going to argue if it's haram or halal. So because it's a fiqh issue. But I've sat with the sheikh, haven't I? We have. Alhamdulillah, it's just a drink, innit, man? But alhamdulillah, do you know what I miss? I do miss them sunny days when you go to Pier Garden and you just have a right good laugh. Now, the difference is when we get together, I get that feeling, you know, when we all get together in private.
Yeah.
I thrive for that feeling. So when we use it, it's good. But when I go to meet some of the brothers who I know around in the mosque, it's always haram, halal. And I read a great hadith last week is that from Aisha radiallahu anha that said, if the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, brought this religion with haram and halal, not many people would have come to Islam.
I love that hadith.
So alhamdulillah, we've got
people were drinking as Revelation was coming down, right? It was actually during the 23 years that he would actually bring it down, because it said that if he was just to outright say everything's haram and halal, then, like you say, many people wouldn't have accepted it. But I think the thing is with reverts is there's a different situation in it. Like when people convert, we sometimes have to find our way into, you know, strengthen our deen. I think sometimes, like you say, a 0-0 beer could be a way of a brother weaning himself off the alcohol and into, you know, being 100% halal. And 100%. I think sometimes Muslims with reverts are very black and white. It's like you take your shahada, and if you take your shahada in the morning and then you miss Asr, they say you've left the fold. You know, a revert's different. A revert's different, you know.
That's a lot. That's a lack. There's many reasons for that, and when you study, that you realise what the reasons are. But when you're born Muslim, I mean, when you're born Muslim, you've got to understand when a revert comes to Islam, he's on the process when you were born. When you were born, did you know about Islam? Did you know this? A lot of people, when they come to Islam, they don't even know. They come to Islam because they were guided through the art, but they don't even know what you're talking about when you say Inshallah. When you say Inshallah, it's so confusing. So the reason is with the born Muslim, they lack ikmah, which is wisdom. They lack the manners of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The reasoning around their thoughts come to you and go, oh well, if you're not praying, you're not a Muslim. This is absolutely ludicrous, because that's not even the four positions of the Imams anyway. You're a Fasik. You would be, according to Hanafi, you would be a Fasik. According to Maliki, you'd be a Fasik. Shafi, you'd be a Fasik. And if, according to Ambel, if you was to do that, there's two conditions that you'd make you a non-Muslim. Is that the judge is calling us to pray, which this condition in this country cannot be met. And the second one would be doing it non-intentionally. So yeah, a lot of people are misguided in that field of scholarship as well. And as I've studied, I've looked at it and I thought, bloody hell, how misguided is our ummah at the minute? And alhamdulillah, I advise people to definitely study books like this, Al-Hidab Al-Muthrad, which is for manners and morality. It's a full commentary. We've studied. This will get you back on track and make you better in front of reverts and stuff like that, because you'd think twice before you say something that can push them away from Islam.
Well, it's going back to what you said about the people saying Inshallah and stuff like that. We're confused about it when we first come to Islam. But I remember taking my Shahada, and the first thing that shouted was Takbir, Allahu Akbar. Bro, I have never been so scared in my life. From what I grew up hearing what that meant, I thought there was some madness that was about to go down. Do you know what I'm saying? And then all the brothers come round and they started cuddling me and stuff, and I was like, oh, I'm safe, I'm good. So it's confusing. We step into a world that you guys have been in for a very long time. You've born into it. Stuff like even reverts as well that just end up being a little bit too much. You've got to remember that you was there first.
What about you, Ray? Because you get looked at as a Pakistani when you walk straight in the mosque. Nobody realizes or thinks this guy's a revert. How difficult is that?
Yeah, when I first reverted, obviously I was really paranoid of how I was being perceived. But now I just kind of pretty much get on with it. But yeah, it was quite a struggle for me being a brown revert. You just don't get that help that you need. That's why kind of a lot of my close friends are reverts, to be honest, rather than born Muslims.
What do you think to that? Because we've spoke a lot about this, Jordan. We had a friend who was a revert called Issa Frimpong, and he passed away. Beautiful brother. Do you know what? Yeah, I invited him to my wedding. He got dropped off all the way to my wedding. Remember, Jordan? He came to my wedding. He was reciting the Quran in Ramadan, and passed away at 3 o'clock in the morning or something. Is that true, Jordan?
Yeah, he was 30 years old. 30
years old.
Young brother from Ghana.
I remember having these conversations with him, and even he said, people just think he's a born Muslim because he's a Ghanaian, and he didn't get the support that he needed. And we always spoke about this on your channel, remember?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. What Ray goes through on a daily basis is that, or a weekly basis, that he just gets looked at as. He just gets looked at as just a Pakistani, so he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it must be.
It's got a lot easier. It's got a lot easier. It was more difficult when I was first starting off being a Muslim. I remember where I had issues. I didn't realize you can't walk in front of somebody when they're praying. And I remember the first time I did do that, the Muslim brother that kind of stopped me was really harsh with me, like thinking, what are you doing? I did not realize that's not permissible. But
I guess you probably don't get first year as white reverts, it's kind of like you say, we seem to get a lot more love. I don't know if you guys agree. We get a lot more love when we take our Shahada. It's like a massive deal. Yeah. But I guess for you, which I hadn't really thought about, is I guess if we do a mistake, often they'll go, oh, they're like if I walked in front of someone in a mosque, they'll probably go, well, he's probably a new Muslim,
They don't
I
know.
guess for you, they're going to think this guy's born Muslim, he should know better. Like this guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Where's his respect? Where's his respect?
I've been going to my local mosque for years, and it was only when Ben actually came down and he went there with me, all of a sudden, everyone started to notice who I was. And
I'm laughing, lads. I'm sorry, but that's the madness of what we live amongst.
I remember we walked into his local masjid, and all of a sudden, all these brothers was coming over and was like, "Oh, Assalamu alaikum," and I was like, "Does this happen all the time, Ray?" And he's like, "No, bro, it's because you're here." Like, I was like, "Nah, subhanallah." So then everything straight away, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a revert. He's a revert. Yeah, he's a revert. Yeah, he's a revert." I was telling every single person I got to, "He's a revert. He's a revert. Help him." You know what I mean? And alhamdulillah, astaghfirullah, may Allah, like, obviously.
Do you know what? I've got a message for the people who are watching, If you do see someone like Ray, don't just assume he's a born Muslim. Sometimes I've met loads of people. I met a brother, and I knew just the way he was speaking that he wasn't born in a Muslim family. So I asked him, I said, "Are you a revert, brother?" "Yes." Alhamdulillah. So you can tell that someone.
And do you know what? Actually, going like this is mad. Like it's like we were supposed to chat about this because I was in the gym. When was it? Yesterday. Yeah, literally yesterday. And someone come in and he was as white as me. He didn't have a beard. Didn't know he was a Muslim. And as I'm walking out, I said, "See you later, my brother. Have a good session and that." And he was like, "Inshallah." And like he just said it under his breath, and I was like, "Are you a Muslim, bro?" He was like, "Yeah." I said, "Are you a revert?" He went, "No, I'm born Muslim." I was like, what? Like, I didn't know, like, do you know what I mean? So I didn't even know the guy was a Muslim. So, we need to.
Was he a Pakistani white guy?
Bro, do you know what? I didn't even get to ask. I think he was half. I think he was.
There's a white Pakistani who lives in where you live, yeah? I'm not going to say, but I know I met a Pakistani, and he was white, fully white, and he was from Pakistan. Alhamdulillah, may Allah bless him.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're on about.
I assumed that it was a revert.
Yeah, so did I. And do you know what? From where I'm from, he's from where my wife's from as well. And she genuinely thought that he was as well until I told her, like, no, he's a born Muslim. She's like, "What? Nah, never." And I was like, "Yeah, he is." And she didn't even know. And she's known him for a very long time. She went to school with him and stuff. So it's not all about what we look like, is it? We need to be a little bit more lenient and be like, "Chill, man.
Yeah,
you're all right." You know what I mean?
I mean, my local masjid is a lot more friendlier to me now. And Jordan, you coming from London, you know how London people are. You don't really speak to anyone. You don't really talk to anyone. You kind of go about your business. Everyone's really busy.
Yeah, I don't speak to my neighbours. I don't even know my neighbours.
Yeah. And when Ben and Chris come down, they end up speaking to everybody. I'm just like, guys, calm down. It's not like that.
Jordan, I could not believe first time ever in London, and I was walking through like the tube station. I met Ray, and I'm like giving him a big cuddle, and I'm shouting, "Oh, Ray, like it's good to see you, first time ever." Like, and I'm walking through the tube station, and I'm like moving for people. I'm like, "Oh, sorry," and they're all just like.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Don't."
And I'm like,
"Don't touch me.
and I'm like,
face."
"Oh," I was like, I said to this brother, I was facing him straight on the tube, and he was looking straight at me, and I said, "What's happening, my brother? You okay? Yeah, good day." And he was like, I turned around to Ray, I said, "Hey, what's up with everyone?" He was like, "Yeah, it's not like up north, my mate. It's a bit madness down here."
I was up north not so long ago, right? And I went to the local gym where my wife lives, and I went in. And literally, like, you just start doing a workout, and 3 people came up to me. "You're right, mate. How's your day?" It's like, why are you talking to me for?
Shoo.
Why are you talking to me for? Why are you bothering me? This is awkward. But yeah, that is nice.
Well, the peasants, huh?
I just put my headphones on just to make sure, like, I can hear them and stuff.
Us Londoners never step in dog's mess because we are forever
looking down.
Yeah,
they want like this.
That is true.
I'm telling you, man, that some of the worst experiences in my life have been in London. I can't stand people like.
It's a different kind of place, man. That's why I love going. Another reason why I love being up north.
And it was the same for you, wasn't it, as well, Ray? Like when you first come up to north, and I was like, and we was in. I can't remember where we was, but you was like, "Ben, why are all these people talking to me?" And I'm like, "Bro, be nice."
We find out we're Muslim. Remember that woman? Remember that woman? Yeah. So basically, we're talking. The woman that was talking to us, And she was talking and talking, and then I mentioned Islam, and boom, her face, man. Remember? And the other guy, someone said, "Oh, he used to be an ex-CDL," and then the other guy outside of me went, "Oh, I'm an ex-policeman." Remember?
Yeah. People just
we
start
deal with
talking.
Yeah.
It was
I was in
interesting
the
conversation.
dentist. I was in the dentist with Ben. I mean, no one speaks to anyone in London, especially in a dentist. We started having a full-fledged conversation between some auntie that was in there. She started giving us hugs and everything when she was leaving after her checkup.
Oh, this little old bro, she was so small, yeah. This little old lady, bless her, Ella, bless her, bro. She was so nice. She couldn't speak much English in it, but she was like, Revert, mashallah, mashallah, mashallah. She just kept doing mashallah, mashallah. And we were speaking to her daughter who obviously could speak really good English. And I just remember as they left, Ray was like, bro, we're in the dentist. Why are people speaking to us?
Really strange experience.
Yeah, I love it.
Ray, you're still in London, yeah?
Yeah, I'm still in London. Yeah.
Yeah, you should. When is it? When you should organise to meet?
Yeah, we should do Jummah or something. Do Jummah one Friday.
Inshallah.
You should do, because he's not. I don't want to say where you're from, but he's not far from Hamza, Jordan.
Oh, I often pop up to East London to meet Abbas and Imran for Jummah. So, yeah.
Oh, there you go, Rayman. Why don't you do that every Friday if you're free?
Inshallah.
If you're not working, bro.
Yeah, we meet and then we go eat some chicken or something afterwards.
Yeah, wrapped in halal bacon, yeah.
Yeah.
Ray likes that, man. Me and he likes his food, does Ray, man. He took us to that fireplace. What's it called?
Firebirds.
Oh, Fireway.
Fireway pizza.
They all halal, yeah? Because there's some in my area now as well. Someone told me they're owned by Muslims.
Yeah. Most of them are halal. I think all of them are, to be honest.
Yeah, we went. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's banging.
There's a lasagna like in a tray and stuff, and
stone baked pizza. Oof.
Yeah, I've been going to that Fireway for years, and now since Chris has been there, the guy says hello to me and everything.
I do apologise. You should have taken me everywhere, Ray.
Yeah, just take me and Chris with you, mate.
Great skits on this, man. Do some great skits where Ray's like a revert and no one talks to, and then like Chris
yeah.
Actually, do you know what? It's giving me an idea. Actually, we could do this.
Where Ray goes up to someone and goes, "Salam alaikum," they just "Salam alaikum, alaikum salam,"
yeah.
and then when you do it, "Salam alaikum," oh, mashallah! I love it.
Yeah.
I'm a revert too.
Yeah. and then a tumbleweed goes. A tumbleweed goes.
You know what? We'll get a born Muslim. What we'll do, we'll get a born Muslim to come up to us too, and Ray'll be stood there like that.
Yeah.
And you got a revert too. Yeah. Shall we do it, yeah, boys? Fancy idea, man. That's a great idea, that, you know.
That is a great idea.
That's a smashing idea, that, bro.
It is. John, you're gonna have to get involved in some of these skits as well, inshallah.
Yeah. Ray, do you drive up to Leeds for these skits and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
We'll have to come down to London one day as well.
Yeah, he drives up for end of month.
I'll let Chris know to let you know, Jordan, when I'm going up there next. Then maybe.
Yeah, let me know.
I'll come down for the weekend.
I think I'm due up north in February at some point.
Due up north.
Due up north.
Don't say you don't love it, man. Here, listen, off the camera, man. He tells me how much he loves it, really.
I try and make it really quick as possible. I just pop in and out, and then I'm like...
No, I said Jordan was only meant to come for the day. I rang him. He went, "Oh, I've been here for a week. I can't get away." He said, "It's so much cheaper up here. I've not spent much. Cost of living's not bad up here."
Yeah.
You can get a bottle of pop for £2 instead of a £5.
The prices up there, that is something that's amazing. Like the prices up there.
Ta-da! It's the same stuff as well.
We can't afford it up here, that's why.
You get paid less wage here compared to you.
Isn't it?
Yeah, you get extra. You get London bonus. It's a bit mad, but I think, boys, you've got work in it, so we better.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys. I'll sign out and let you guys finish up. But appreciate you guys.
Jordan, inshallah, I can't wait to meet you in person, my brother. We've had many of these interactions, but inshallah, I want to see you in person soon, man.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
May Allah bless you guys. Assalamu alaikum.
Jordan, thanks for coming, bro. We're going to go live every Sunday. Try anyway, our best. So inshallah, we might see you next week on the show.
Inshallah.
We'll have a different topic for you. We'll have a topic for you.
Yeah, it depends what the topic is. I'll jump on.
If it's biryani, he's nowhere near it.
Yeah.
Talking better about the North. You got to keep the wife happy.
Yeah, if you're picking up biryani or Northerners, I'm not coming on.
I love it.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Assalam rahmatullah.
What a pleasure.
Legend.
Two beautiful brothers, Nabeel and Jordan M, to join the Come Deen with me lives.
Alhamdulillah.
Abdullah, we've been for an hour and 19. We're only meant to do 45 minutes. we have a married brother here who will be getting kicked out soon. He'll be living in a shed.
Hey, I'm gonna go try the back door now. It's gonna be locked.
And we'll have a brother here who has to be at work early in the morning, and me, I'm back at the gym tomorrow. So,
Alhamdulillah. Chris, I wish you all the success for getting back at the gym, inshallah, my brother.
Chris, I'm waiting for that video, my brother.
The title will be CDWM Chinwag with Nabeel and Jordan M. Change the title, Ray, after this.
Thank you, Zero, brother.
Do you know what? May Allah bless you all for coming. 16 people. That makes me happy. May Allah bless everyone who asked questions. My name is Chris from Come Deen with me. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi barakatuh.
My name is Ray from Come Deen with me. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And again, guys, I've been Ben, Inspired Reaver. I want to thank you all for coming on. Stay locked in right here for 2025 because we're going to be back, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Are we off?